in Southeast and Colihaut. And I want to say special good evening to Prince. Prince, good evening and welcome to the broadcast.
Yes, good evening to you, Mr. Esprit. Good evening to all the listeners out there. We are just getting set for the Southeast versus Colihaut FC match, and it is going to prove to be something very special because I know the two teams, especially the Southeast team, is a great team, and Colihaut looking to cause an upset. So I know they will look to give that fight, that good battle.
Southeast, former champions, La Jubla played last night, and Jubla won their match against Point Michel by 2-1. What a fantastic evening tonight. I can tell you the crowd have already built up there at the area. We can see the Colihaut team on the far side getting themselves warm up, and Colihaut making their debut in the Dominican Football Association President Cup. A very tough debut because they're coming against the Southeast team, the premier team. It's going to be a very tough match for them tonight, but as you know that they are players and they have to go out and fight it.
Yes, that is very true. You know, when you're coming up against the best of the best, you have to be at your best. So I know the Colihaut players will try, they will fight, they will push, and they will see if they can cause that upset.
Well, I want to say special good evening to Andy Carter. Carter, good evening to you, and you have everything in terms in place of what is going on tonight. Carter, good evening to you.
Good evening to you, Delvin, and good evening to all viewers and listeners. We are here at the Dominican Football Association Technical Center here at Stock Farm. We are going to have a big match tonight once again between Sagico Southeast Football Club and Colihaut Football Club. Earlier we saw the police going down to the Riviera Zurich Doctors, the RC Doctors, by 1-0. So Southeast, who have made a name for themselves so far in Dominica's football, they are on show tonight. The crowd is a very good one so far, and we're expecting some good things. The lights are on. Everything will be under the lights tonight. The field is looking in tip-top shape, well marked out, and we expect some good football. What I can tell you is that the referee tonight will be Gabriel Caesar. The assistant number 1 will be Vivian John Baptist. The assistant number 2, Darren Walsh, and the 4th official is Kelvin Francois. I have with me the Southeast team, and I can just read it out to you. Dante Challenger with number 1, the goalkeeper. The Mario Challenger, he isn't playing, he's a sub. Number 4, Shem Abraham, number 19. Stuart Phillip, number 16. Aaron Prince, number 8. Javid George, number 9. Davon George, number 10. Adriel Lawrence, number 17. Yannick George, number 14. Josle Prince, number 21. Kasim Kafu Charles, number 23. And Kerwin Lawrence, number 26. These are the 11 players who will represent the Southeast Football Club tonight there. It's a good conditions, as my friend with me for the first time, haven't quite got his name, I'll get it in a while. Tell me, what exactly are you expecting tonight?
Well, my name is Alicia's Prince, first of all, and I am expecting a nice encounter, a nicely anticipated match from the Southeast FC versus the Colihaut FC. I know that the Southeast guys, they are really good. I played with them myself a few seasons ago, and I can tell anyone they're a very good team, and I know that they will be looking to play some good soccer tonight. Also, the Colihaut FC, newly promoted to the DFA League, and they will surely come out there, as I've said prior, that they will come and fight, they will come and push, they will come and persevere to see if they can cause an upset. So tonight should be a fascinating encounter.
Indeed. And what I can tell you is the Dominican Football Association President Cup number 20 in the year 2024 is the round of 32. It started last week Saturday. We had a double header on Saturday where we saw Win George Academy beating Buster Warner by 7-2. And then we saw Promex Harlem United Football Club defeating Fokole United by 9 goals to nil. Then on Sunday, we saw the Connect 767 East Central beating the Calibishi team by 2 goals to 1. And in the second match, Kensbro went down to the DSFC by 2 goals to nil. And then we had a game on Thursday where we had the Maho Soka Strikers beating Tarishbit by 5 goals to 1. Yesterday we had that exciting match between the Central Cooperative Credit Union Dubla and Petrocari Point Michel, and the Dubla team winning over Point Michel by 2 goals to 1. And the second match we saw Blue Waters Baffin State beating St. Joseph by 4 goals to 1. We had a match and we haven't got the scores yet. Ganfilia Football Club versus Northside Football Club over at Benjamin Park. That was supposed to be at 4 p.m. We haven't got the results of that yet. But today earlier we saw the police going down to the RC Doctors, the Riviera Cyric Doctors, beating the police by 1 goal to nil. So we're expecting the next match. The Sagico Southeast Football Club will play the Colihaut Football Club. It's not too long before we have a start. It's bright under the bright lights here at Stock Farm. It's the training center.
We have the starting 11 for the Colihaut FC. Josiah Baptist. We have Chesney Philogen, Leslie Valdez, Dirkwan Langley, Yannick Charles, Sheldon Roberts, Omar Charles, Keegan George, Desmond Esprit, Jenon Charles, Pierre Edwards, Dylan Langley, and Kian George. And that is the 11 for the Colihaut FC.
And Colihaut FC, and you heard Desmond Esprit, but it's not Delvin Esprit, it's Desmond Esprit. So that's making it quite clear to the viewers and people listening to us at the Stock Farm. The first, a very big match here for both Colihaut and the South. South is a very experienced team, but the Colihaut team, a lot of people were looking to see what that Colihaut team can bring to the table, especially making their debut in the President Cup. And as you know, the President Cup going pretty well in terms of that competition. A number of teams have qualified already for the next round. I can tell you, in the first match today, the RC Doctors winning that game by 1-0.
And that was a very nice game, a very, very interesting game. The RC Doctors had to fight for that goal, and the Police FC were really stubborn and really mean in that defense. So it was a very good encounter. The sun was hot, but the two teams, they persevered, and the result was fair in my opinion.
And we can tell you, last night, we can tell the defending champions, Jubla, they were put to the test last night when they played against Point Michel FC, and Jubla eventually winning by 2-1, coming back in that game and winning that game by 2-1 in front of a very appreciative crowd. And we can tell the crowd have been building up. We're just about to see the appearance of the team. So we're going to see the appearance of the official. We can tell you the official for tonight is Gabriel Caesar,
Darren Walsh,
and I see Kelvin Francois.
Yes. And we have Vivian as the fourth official.
Yeah, Vivian Augustine
Yes.
as the fourth, and you can see the Colihaut team all in there. They're kind of a brongish, like they remind me of Kensborough. And the Southeast team there. I'm seeing that uniform for the Southeast team. It's looking like it's a new attire tonight for Southeast.
Yes, they got that kit sometime late last year. They didn't really get to play because the Premier League was ending, but yes, it is somewhat of a new kit.
And they're looking very good as this Colihaut team. And you can see a very big occasion for the Colihaut team.
Yes,
making their debut
yes,
in the President Cup and making their debut in the Football Association.
Yes.
And that's very good to see that a new team can come in the Dominican Football Association
So
League.
kudos to whoever is in charge of the Colihaut FC team for building something and looking to create something for the future.
And Southeast always have that type of following. They have their managers always there. And I can tell you, always Southeast is playing. She finds herself, she makes herself available to be part of it there. And she's there tonight, witnessing nice atmosphere in terms of the weather condition tonight. We hope it can remain like that tonight for that big encounter.
Yes. So we just have to wait to see what's going to happen in the next, let's say, 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes before the kickoff, and we are anticipating something great, something brilliant.
We are there on the DBS Facebook page and the YouTube. And hopefully maybe next time in the future, and so we might be live on the radio. You can never tell our technician, maybe let's hook us on maybe 89.5. Next time they give me that assurance that we might just end up being there. So we can a nice, beautiful atmosphere. The pitch condition looking pretty good, even after a first match was played. Tonight you can see the conditions still looking good for
Conditions
football.
are perfect. The condition is looking very, very good for football tonight. And I know that both teams will look to play and will look to do something.
The important thing for the Colihaut team is that they should not concede in the first 5 minutes. If they can hold and do not concede in the first 15 minutes, well, they can do themselves pretty proud in terms of that. But they cannot afford to concede very early against Southeast because it might just be a goal galore, but you can never tell what can happen. As you know, the game is played on the pitch, and both teams really looking to put their best foot forward. But again, a lot of pressure is on the Colihaut team making their debut. We haven't seen their footballers as yet, so we're just hoping to see maybe they can have some 1-2 brilliant footballers.
Yes, that is very true. The Colihaut team should just look to absorb some pressure. As you say, try not to concede early on. The longer they can keep Southeast at bay is the more they will gain confidence during the course of the game. So they just have to work together as a unit, work as a team, and see how long they can keep the Southeast side.
We can tell you the President Cup, the price is very attractive price, $10,000 for the winner of the President Cup, and that's a very prestigious price in terms of a competition. $10,000 for the first prize, and a lot of teams will be eyeing that. I can tell you for sure, Jubla already in to the round of 16. Mao Soccer Strikers are already into the round of 16. RC Doctors are there also, and I can name a number of the other teams, Wayne George, Harlem. These teams have gone through last week in terms of that, and a lot of goals have been scoring. But this weekend and so on, we can tell you that it was very tight matches.
Yes.
Up to tonight. So we don't know what can happen in that match.
Yes. Seeing that it's a knockout competition, anything can happen. You know, the Colihaut team especially will feel like they have a lot to prove, and you never know, they can just pop up with something special. You know, the game, everybody's thinking of the motivation, which is the grand prize. So everybody will be looking to get their hands on that $10,000. So you never know. You never know.
And then we can tell you, we also live on the Dominican Football Association Facebook page. Yes, we are live on the Dominican Football Association Facebook page. And I can tell you the amount of people that came from the Southeast tonight. As a matter of fact, the Southeast might be an empty place tonight because I've seen some strange guys around there, guys that have been retired and they find themselves there. So it's very good to see guys like Levy and the rest of the guys living right up there from Grand Fort, those areas, and finding themselves down there. So Dean, you have some company tonight from your village. So the teams have organized on the field already. We can see the Southeast team with a free man for I can see Justin Prince on the
experience.
He's still the captain of the team.
No, the captain for tonight is Kevin Lawrence.
Kevin Lawrence,
center defender.
Center defender. Kevin Lawrence will captain the team tonight. And I can tell you what an atmosphere we're in there. The Colihaut team making their debut on the Dominican Football Association. Look, and we can see. So Carter, Carter going to get things together in terms of what he wants. We're about to witness the match. We're just about to start. Just making about 7:05. So we're about to start. We still goes by Caesar. So Southeast in control. Number 18 for Southeast in the middle of the field. Let's see, find that man on the far side. Number 23. Number 23 for Southeast is
Kasim Charles.
To the captain, moving the ball very nicely around. The teams call are very similar, so if I hope the viewers can maybe bear it first and some nice pass on the far side. Southeast in control. Back in the middle of the field, trying to find the man on the far side. A long ball cross field, trying to find number 17. Headed away by the Colihaut player. Nice play by the Colihaut player there on the far side. Number 15 for Colihaut. Tried to go across, but intercepted. Passing it to try to beat this man, but with horses across there. To Prince, Justin Prince, the captain, back to number 23.
And we can see that the Southeast are looking to build possession. They are starting from the back with Kevin Lawrence playing into Kasim Charles. We have Aaron Prince in possession now, building forward. Passes to Adriel Lawrence. He goes back to Kasim. Chris receives. He switches from left to right, plays in Yannick George. And they are being patient, Just waiting to strike. Very patient build up by the Southeast FC players. Aaron receives, he turns.
Well, the Southeast team building the attack on their own half. You can see they building the attack on their own half. So Colihaut sitting back and watching the ball play. So they not no threat to Colihaut as yet in terms of attacking. Now he's attacking further on the right flank. Let's see what he does on the far side. That player there for the Southeast. Back to number 12. Number 12 for Southeast.
It's Scotty Phillip
Trying to find that man. Bad pass by Scotty Phillip, but again the ball goes to the Southeast and a throw into Colihaut. But Southeast trying to build the play, but they want to start off from the defense to the forward line.
Yes, that is what they are trying. And at the moment, it's proving to be a bit difficult because the Colihaut are well established. The Colihaut team is well established. They are fully focused and they are not giving in anything at the moment. And it's a throw into the Southeast FC. I can see that Devon George is going to be the one taking the throw. And having Javid George back for the Southeast team is a huge boost. He's on the right flank tonight, and he's a player that I think everyone should be looking at.
Javid George and so had a stink some in Antigua, I think.
In England.
In England, yes. Javid George had a stink in England, so that's good news for the Southeast team. The team is Sagico Southeast. They have been sponsored by Sagico for a number of years now. Southeast have been sponsored by Sagico, and I want to say hats off to Sherry Roll and the rest of the team at Sagico as they really showed tonight in large numbers. We can tell you the officials for tonight. We can tell you Gabriel Caesar is the referee for tonight. A very experienced Gabriel Caesar referee tonight, and we have Vivian with him.
And then the other is Darren Walsh.
Walsh or what?
Walsh. Southeast in possession, looking to get that crossing. Shem crosses to no man at the moment, but Adriel Lawrence receives and he cuts in on the left, but he goes back. And you could hear the fans murmuring a bit. They wasn't too pleased with that. And Josler tries to find some space. It looks like Josler is playing in that deeper role tonight, using his experience in that midfield instead of his normal number 9 position. So we can see that Josler is in the midfield. And he's looking to help his team build on that. We have Colihaut in possession, trying to dribble, but the Southeast team are being strong and solid. and plays the ball back to their goalkeeper, Dante Challenger. Yannick receives and goes back to his keeper. And we have the Colihaut team pressing, looking to get something, maybe to force a mistake. But the Southeast guys are very experienced, very patient. Just in possession, plays back to Kevin Lawrence, puts up his head and makes a long pass, tries to find Javi George, who gets a touch, but it left him just a little bit, and now he has to chase down the right flank. He gets it, he crosses, and we have that Colihaut clearance. For the short moment, Stuart Phillip receives, plays to Shem, who beats one. And it's a brilliant tackle there by the left back from the Colihaut FC team. And we have Colihaut looking to pounce in the attack from left to right. And it's a bad touch by the number 7 there for the Colihaut. Adriel in possession, looking to be a menace, and he just stops, goes back. Kazim Charles tries to go long, finds Devon George, who can't get a chance to speed to turn, and it is very difficult at the moment for him, but he goes down in the midfield. He plays to Javid George, who finds Josele on top the key and wins a free kick in a dangerous position. Southeast free kick.
And just a very dangerous area. I thought a call there by the Gabriel Cesar. Really was a late call, but finally it was a call, so Southeast have the opportunity maybe to test the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper, not the tallest of goalkeeper for calling at all. So we'll have to see what that goalkeeper can make up. We haven't seen him make any save as yet. He's just setting up his wall. As I said earlier on, not the tallest of goalkeepers, so maybe a chip or something, maybe could work on him, maybe Joseph Prince or one of the guys will have another idea. I can see number 9.
Javid George steps up. He's looking to see what he can find, any areas he can pass that ball through the net, anything he can get to score that goal. And Javid George takes, and it's a beautiful free kick. It's a wonderful free kick, and it's a goal for the Southeast FC. Javid George, wow, wow, wow.
And Javid George curling that ball there in the far. The goalkeeper thought that ball was going outside, but made no attempts whatsoever because the ball was well placed and caught the goalkeeper napping. And that's why it was surprising to him that the ball is at the back of the net. So Southeast on the scorecard very, very early. A first shot at goal, a matter of fact, for Southeast, and the ball is at the back of the net.
It was well taken by Javid George. He caught the keeper flat-footed, and the keeper never moved. It was just something special, and Southeast FC looking to build on that. We have Aaron in possession. Plays to Adriel Lawrence, who finds Josele Prince, who plays a nice forward pass to Adriel Lawrence. Finds Shem Abraham on the wing, who looks for that space, but it is cut out by the Colihaut FC defense. Colihaut looking to build an attack. And the player receives, he tries to run, but the center back is there to cover. And like I said, the Southeast team are being very patient in possession. They are not in no hurry, they are not in no rush. They are just looking to build on their play. They are looking to build their attacks step by step, play by play, bits by bits. And we have the number 10 for Southeast receiving deep in midfield and gives a wayward pass. His player is there to support him and gets it on the right and plays in Josele Prince. Josele Prince is very experienced, I must say. He reads the game very well, and I feel like the Colihaut players should be sending someone to mag him a bit, Mr. Esprit.
Well, the Colihaut players really settling down, moving the ball very nice. That's very good to see the Colihaut team passing the ball around there. And that's a good sign for the Colihaut team, looking to pass the ball around and looking to get their players. So they're doing pretty well in terms of passing, but at least they lose it in the midfield. Let's see again, loses away, Colihaut in possession. A nice pass, lovely ball across the opportunity, and the player for Colihaut not controlling properly, and Southeast really getting away with that one.
That was a lovely threaded through ball, played over the top and beat the last man, the right centre back Yannick George, who was just scrunting and fighting to see if he could have get that ball in possession, but it was played to the striker who miscontrolled it, and at the end of the day it turned out to be nothing. We have Adriel in possession and loses out, and Colihaut are looking to be a bit more solid, but the game is proving to be real tight for them at the moment. And we have Javid in possession, and Javid strikes and he scores again. Javid George, number 2 for Southeast FC. What a goal, what a beautiful finish. So cool, so calm. And that game is proving to be very, very easy for Javid George, I must say. He runs in spaces very well. He has a lot of pace, and he is very clinical when it comes to his finishing. So Javid George scoring his second goal in somewhat maybe 3-4 minutes, and looking to score maybe even a first half hat-trick if the boys from Colihaut don't look to put him at bay.
And Javid George scoring the second goal of the match, and Southeast up 2-0, and we're just about, I can say, 10 minutes into the first half, and Southeast up 2-0, and Colihaut have to be very careful, because the way Southeast making the step of ridge there, that we might see a lot of goals tonight. A nice ball across there too. Try to fake nice defending there by the Colihaut player. Let's see him. Nice pass to his player there, Colihaut. Looking to a nice, lovely ball. Nice pass again. There's bad touch there by that young player there from the Colihaut coming in, but it was a good pass. And not controlling properly. And that is what they'll have to be working on, the Colihaut players and so on. Working on the control, because they need to control the ball, especially when they get the step of lovely passes from the midfield. But we see Southeast in control. Nice pass across there, but again, not read there properly, and the ball goes into touch for a goal kick for Colihaut.
And going back to the Colihaut boys in attack, they are playing the balls over the top very well, but they are not finding the first touches. They are not getting that first touch. They are not getting that depth touch that would send them through on goal to maybe even score. And that is something they need to build on, something they need to work on. But they have the idea, they know what they are doing, they just need to capitalize. And we have Southeast in possession. Goalkeeper Dante plays to Chris Lawrence, who is the captain for the evening. And he plays to Josta, who touches Adriel, who finds Aaron in the center of the park, but he miscontrols, and Javid is there to the rescue. And he wins a foul. A free kick to Southeast. They are not in no rush to take it. I can see midfielder Shem Abraham on the ball. He plays shot to Scotty Phillips, Stuart Phillip. He tries an outside foot pass, but it didn't work. George. Abraham. Back to George. Plays to number 8, Prince, who spins and makes another bad pass. And the ball went out of play. Throw into Colihaut FC.
What a beautiful atmosphere in the Stockholm facility. Southeast up 2-0, and they're just moving that ball very nicely across. Southeast full control, I can see, of that match. Number 18 for Southeast in possession, trying to find area, but again intercepted. So Colihaut in control. getting opportunities to see if they can make a run, but intercepted. Bad pass by the Colihaut player.
And the Colihaut team are just trying to find the spaces on the left side because they feel like Southeast are vulnerable in that area, but their passes are a bit off. And we have Josle on top the key there, who missed a glorious opportunity. He just spurned that chance and played it over the top. Should have been 3-0, but Josle didn't take that opportunity.
And Josle Prince there, right on top. The ball was stopped and a good pass. A matter of fact, the ball was rolled across to him, and he could have just make it an easier opportunity and not leaning over the ball, and the ball going over the crossbar. Colihaut in control. Bad pass again by the Colihaut player number 14 for Colihaut. The Colihaut passes seems to be not the best set of passes at all, but they need to control the ball. Ball back to the goalkeeper for the Southeast team. Southeast rolling the ball very nicely in the middle of the field, trying to find the man on the far side, number 13, with space. He can move down the space. Let's see, try to play a long ball, and the goalkeeper allow it to go out into touch for a goal kick for Colihaut.
You could see that the left back for Southeast was trying to play a nice ball over the top, but he just got it wrong and the ball went out of play. As I've noticed, the Southeast are playing in that 3-5-2 formation, something they are very familiar with, something they have dominated over the years, and it is proving to be somewhat of a huge threat at the moment to the Colihaut FC team. And that's good play there by the Colihaut player, number 15. He spins, and he kicks to no man.
He could have just passed the ball. He did everything good, but in the end there, had a bad pass. A matter of fact, the player was right in front of him. He could just bounce the ball to him. But again, they're getting the experience playing against a Southeast team, a Premier League team.
Yes, I just feel like they need to calm their nerves a bit and try to string some passes, try to find their players, try to find their teammates, and at least get something going for them moving forward.
Again on the far side, control very nicely. Let's see what player Southeast in control. Nice pass across there, trying to find him inside there. Let's see if Josle Prince trying to get again hustled away on the far side. Bad pass there by the Southeast player there. Colihaut in control, making a raid, going down and bad run on the far side. An opportunity there for Colihaut. Colihaut moving very nicely, but again, the ball played across and bad pass there because he had all the time in the world to cut in with the ball.
Yes, he just needed to calm his nerves, calm himself, and then get a cross into the box. He had two players running in, and he didn't do anything with that ball. So we have Javid on the left now. He plays in Adriel Lawrence, who looks to cross. And I can see the linesman flag is up for a corner kick to the Southeast FC.
And you can see the goalkeeper waving his hand, maybe appealing for a goal kick, but already the signal is a corner kick. We can tell you that we're just about 20 minutes into the first half, and Southeast, Sagico Southeast, 2 up.
And that was a lovely effort there by Adriel Lawrence, cutting in on the right and swinging his boot behind that ball, and it just sailed over the crossbar by maybe 2 or 3 inches. That was a lovely shot.
And 15. Well, we have to get the official time, but 15 minutes gone in the first half. So we're just about 15 minutes, I can tell you. Yeah, we get the official time. And Colihaut trying to build the attack. 2 Colihaut players there, tussling for the ball. Colihaut in control. Nice pass across there for the man on the far side. He's giving chase, but he seems to give it up very early.
And the ball is still in play down by the far side. And the Colihaut player gets it. Southeast players looking for a foul, but the referee was saying no. And It was a team effort, but nonetheless, their first effort on goal by the Colihaut FC. We have Aaron Prince in possession, who plays down to Davon George, who tries to find Javid, and it's a lovely pass. Javid through on goal. Javid tries to strike, but it was well defended at the end of the day by the left back from the Colihaut FC.
And Colihaut in possession. We're not seeing Justin Prince on the field. So I'm still looking to see Justin Prince. I know he got a little niggle, but I'm not seeing him on the field. So the Southeast team is playing for about 10, they played with 10 players because Prince is off the field.
And it looks like someone is going to come on the far side for Justin Prince.
So he seems to be suffering some niggling because he got into a tackle there in the middle of the field there. So maybe he experiencing some, and it's not so much of a strong team he playing against, so he maybe can rest himself.
Yes. And we have Ted George maybe looking to replace Josler. Yes, Ted George is going to replace Josler in the center of midfield. Ted George is a player who has been with the Southeast team for more than a decade, and he's very experienced, so I know that even if Josler Prince is out, he will come in and put in that same effort, that same shift for the Southeast team.
And you're talking about the Southeast team, but you have to give me some idea of the Southeast team, because I don't know if there's any players from La Plaine.
Well, we had a few players from La Plaine over the years. The La Plaine team, they formed their own squad, and they are in the DFA first division now. I think they got demoted to the first division last season.
So basically it's a Grand Four base team,
and
the Southeast, because it have Doctor, it have RC Doctor, and then it still have the La Plaine
FC, and then we have the Southeast FC. Aaron on top, the 18 who strikes, and it is deflected for a corner. And Southeast just looking to build on that 2-goal tally. They're looking to get a third goal just to give them some insurance policy, I should say. Mr. Esprit, Southeast looking to get that third goal.
Well, they're looking to score as many goals as possible, but as you realize, it's just a knockout. So if you score 1 or 2, maybe like the RC Doctors tonight, winning 1-0, they move to the next round and they move to the round of 60. So you don't have to score too many goals, since you can win the game and book yourself to the next round.
That is very true. And Ted George strikes, but it sails over the bar.
It will be very interesting to know the next round of the competition is draw. It might be a little tougher for some teams. While some teams might just get a reasonable bye.
Yes. I know that some majority of the good teams are through, and those first division teams, I would say, have some of the huge opponents like the Dublas, the Southeast, the Harlems. Colihaut was trying to build something there, but Southeast was stubborn at the back, and we have Eli in attack on the left, who plays Adriel Lawrence, who's going to strike, and he finds the back of the net with a lovely left-footed strike. Adriel Lawrence with a brilliant goal, and it's 3-0 to the Southeast FC. What a finish.
A great finish, a pass there by Ile, and Ile finding Adrian, and Adrian kicking. The goalkeeper made a valiant effort, but in the end, the ball at the back of the net.
Yes, the ball was struck hard by the Southeast player, and the keeper couldn't do anything with it at the end of the day.
We've seen a player there. This is some injury. I think it's a player from Colihaut. Let's get his number for you in a while. I think it's number 10. Number 10 for Colihaut there. Experiencing some difficulty on the...
And the player is Laquan George, who is kind of suffering with an injury. Not quite sure what it is, but he seems to be in a lot of pain. And we have the medics coming to attend to him.
And it seems to me that he has some maybe some bandage on his knee also. So that means I hope he is okay.
Yeah.
As the game is hold up, we can tell you that the scores, the Southeast free, Colihaut nil, and that's the most goal one team score already for the weekend. Free in favor of Southeast and you can never tell what can happen because we're still in the first half and you can never tell what can happen in the second half. Maybe 4 or 5 more goals. We maybe might see a 9.
Yes, and over the past weekend, last weekend, some of the other teams like Harlem, I think they thrashed their opponent and they scored a lot of goals. We had maybe like another team,
Win George
Academy scoring
Little
7
Boss
goals
against Buster Warner.
So Southeast will be hoping to capitalize on that, maybe put some history in that President's Cup.
Yes, and number 10 really in discomfort, and the game have been hold up. Here no football is played, as you can see on the players on the field, and maybe having a look at the player, making sure that he's okay. With the medics is there taking care, and you can see the medics, a lady, so everything will be okay.
Yes, the medics is Raquel Judge, and she's very experienced in that area, and I know that she will do her best. It's never nice to see the players coming off with injuries, but I mean that's the game. It happens, and let's just hope for the number 10.
And we can tell you that's the President Cup, and that's the first competition for 2024 in terms of the Dominican Football Association. And we can say hats off to the executive. We are also on the Dominican Football Facebook page, and you're seeing it live wherever you are. If you cannot come to this area, you're at your home viewing. We hope you're enjoying it around the island, and we're giving it to you live wherever you're at your home, on your TV screen, wherever you can get it. We are live at the Stock Farm training facility, and most of the matches. But we can tell you tonight there's also a game going on in Portsmouth, and we're hoping to get some result in that game, and we can tell it to you, the viewers and the listeners.
And the ball is going to be centered again. The Colihaut FC looking to start the play.
They may never have to replace that play, because that player, you could see his boots was off his feet, so that I think they have to think of a replacement.
Colihaut plays it straight to the top. Southeast defender misses his initial touch, but he's saved, and just for the moment there we have Colihaut looking to try something again in the box, but he was just bullied off the ball by Kazim Charles.
And Kazim Charles is one of the bigger player.
One of the bigger players
on the
Southeast defense, especially.
You can see the Colihaut players have an idea in terms of defending, but as you realize that they're very young players, they're a very young team, so we're just hoping for the best for them, and they can continue wherever they train. They have to show up to practice, and it's important that you show up to practice as a new team.
That is true. That is true. You have to be in full training when you know you are coming up against good teams. You have to be fully fit. You have to be equipped mentally, physically, and you have to be ready. And we have Davon Judge try to play a cheeky ball to Javid Judge, but it didn't work out, and the Colihaut team is on the attack, but just for the moment that pass was cut out, and we have Kevin Lawrence in possession. Plays down to Kazim, and Ted receives. Passes to Stuart Phillip, and they are just stringing the ball from left to right very nicely, very swiftly, taking their time building up their plays. The Colihaut team are not doing so bad, because a lot of people expected Southeast to even have more goals at the moment.
Well, that's true. And when Andy come in the broadcast, there's a few questions I have to ask, and then we have to discuss that further because I don't want to put you under sports pressure. Because if you realize the villages have their team: St. Joseph, Jubla, Colihaut, Dr. RCC. Another opportunity for Ile. Nice beats, saved by the goalkeeper, and a good save by the goalkeeper.
It was a good save, great save by the goalkeeper to keep his team at just 3-0. We have Shem playing to Ted George, and he receives again. He goes back, he comes down the play, he passes to Yannick George. He receives again. He finds his center man, Stuart Phillip, who goes back instead of forward. And I think that is a bit confusing for the Colihaut team at the moment. The Southeast players are moving the ball very easily and very intricate. They are taking the knocks, the 1-2s. A bit of confusion, and the ball is played for a corner. That was great pressing by Adriel Lawrence. He placed the goalkeeper under a lot of pressure, and then he forced that corner kick. And the Colihaut team still trying to find their groove, but it is very difficult, having to be chasing the ball majority of the time. But they just need to get something going, and see what they can do moving forward.
We're just about approaching halftime. Just the 30 minutes gone, 35 minutes gone in the first half, and South is in full control. But a bad pass and the ball goes into touch for a throw-in for the Colihaut team. So South is free. Javid George scoring 2 of those goals, and the next goal was scored by
Adriel Lawrence. And Colihaut looking to start something. The player was going forward, but he was forced back a bit, and they are still in possession. Down on the left, and the player plays a lovely crossfield pass for the number 7, who has no support. He tries to get something done, but he's been hassled off the ball by Adriel. And Southeast are looking to build on that attack. But the right back for the Colihaut FC is very stubborn, and he's sticking to his task at the moment. And Javid just dummies and using his space again on the right. He crosses the ball for Adriel on top the key, who tries to dribble past 2 players, but it was very difficult and he couldn't get that job done. And Colihaut FC clears. We have Ted George in possession. He plays to Stuart Phillip. He moves forward and then back. And Southeast FC just taking out their foot on the gas, being patient, being simple, knowing when to go forward, knowing when to go back, and just building up. And the referee spotted a foul in the center of the pitch to the Colihaut FC team. was a nice idea, but that pass was brilliantly cleared by the centre backs for the Southeast players. Down the left for George, who is sprinting. He slows down the play. He passes back to Adriel Lawrence, who tries a cross, very tame cross. And Colihaut gets it clear, but it falls to Javid, who is looking to get that shot, and a ferocious tackle there by Shem Abraham, but nonetheless it was good in the eyes of the referee. And Abraham crosses, tries to find Ile, who puts back for Adriel, and the ball was just creeping and hit the post. That was a very strange effort. That would have been a very strange goal. The Colihaut players just stood and was just wondering what's going on. It's almost like they gave up on that play.
And the goalkeeper made no attempt at all. He actually stayed his ground and allowed the ball to hit the post. A close call for Colihaut.
It almost went down 4-0 with that strange effort. We have Charles in possession, plays to Adriel on the left. Aaron receives and puts up his head. He plays a nice ball, well, almost a nice ball. And just some miscommunication in the box there by the Colihaut defenders. And Kazim Charles plays to Chris, who goes down on the right side to Yannick George, puts up his head, plays a long pass, finds his man Davon George, who receives, plays to Adriel, puts up his head, but that pass was cut out. Oh. And Adriel Lawrence is all over the pitch at the moment, running up and down. And the Southeast goalkeeper is feeling really bored. He got into some action. You could see that huge smile on his face as he received the ball. So it's always a nice feeling for him. And that's a great ball to Shem Abraham on the right, who's looking to strike. He cuts in on the left, and it was a tame effort and a nice save by the goalkeeper. And Colihaut looking to build on that attack. And Shem Abraham receives the ball from the player looking to try something moving forward. Oh, that's a lovely play by Davon George, who plays in Adriel Lawrence, and it's a brilliant save by the goalkeeper. One-on-one, point-blank range, and he played it over the top for a corner kick.
One of the better saves by the goalkeeper this evening there, really rushing out and closing the gap and using his hand and playing the ball over the net. Corner kick were taken by Southeast. Very easy, plays the ball across the goal. The goalkeeper reading that play very nicely. The ball played out, headed out by the defender. Southeast in control. Lawrence. Let's see what he does. A nice left-footed cross. Again, control in the middle of the field by Southeast. Nice pass across there to George. George in control, trying to find a man in the middle of the area. Southeast in full control, and Colihaut just trying to just keep it to free. And but Southeast does the attack after attack on the Colihaut team. Colihaut off C, and the whistle goes for infringement. And Carter, I want to say good evening to you and welcome to the broadcast again, Carter, in terms of what is going on.
Yes, well, to give ball by ball, because earlier I was on giving you some statistics on what has transpired, but I can tell you that Sagico Southeast, they have really dominated the game so far. They lead by 3-0. Goals coming by Javid George in the 6th minute. Javi George again in the 9th minute, and in the 22nd minute, Adriel Lawrence getting a food.
And Carter, before I leave, I have to ask you that question in terms of the Southeast, because there's so many things from that area, so I don't know if it's still Southeast or Grand Four.
Well, the man who is looking at us there, the PRO is Abby Lawrence. He is from there. Prince is also from there, but we will get it from Prince. But some good work done by the Southeast, actually dominating play. They've got it all to their own as the player. They're taking a shot, but not that well directed at all.
And not only well directed, but that ball was heading towards star speed because it went over the fence, and Carter, you know the height of the fence.
Yeah, so the Colihaut team not looking quite organized as they ought to be. The crowd, a very good one. The people love their football, I can tell you. Last night we had many people here in a big one. Dubla against Point Michel. Dubla coming out victorious by 2-1. A very keenly contested match last night. But here, the Sagico Southeast having things their way as their captain, Number 23 is Kafu Charles. As Colihaut Rob gets the ball, pushes it, gives it to number 7, tries to get his left wing, but it isn't a good pass whatsoever, and the defender gets onto it, latches onto it very quickly. Southeast in control once again, just around the center field area, making a spirited run. We have seen Javid George and Davon George, Aaron Prince, Stuart Phillip, Shim Abraham, Dante Challenger, the goalkeeper, and again the goalkeeper covers his ball well. Good work there by the goalkeeper.
And he seems to be getting into his own Carter because he seems to have lost very early in the game, but now after 3, he seems to be getting his act together.
I have number 1 as Desmond Esprit. Usually, I'm not sure if he is related to Delvin, but I have number 1 Desmond Esprit, and I
From
see,
Mao.
and also I see there's Kim Sebastian. So it almost looks like a Celtics team.
In the days ago. Yeah, but Desmond make 2 brilliant saves in the end there, Carter. That's last one, and the one before that he played over the crossbar.
So Sagico Southeast making a read there, gets the ball to Devon George over number 10. He has number 17 to pass to. He passes it to Adriel Lawrence. Lawrence gets it across, gets it to number 6 there. Or is it? And cleared away nicely as far as number 23, Kasim Kafu Charles, just about center field. Colihaut mounting an attack. Can they pull back one before the half comes to an end? Pushes it around. A hustle there. A tussle for the ball. Number 7 takes a shot, but not a good one whatsoever. So, number 7, Leslie Valdez is his name. As the ball worked around once again by Southeast, moving up the ball from the back, gives it to Stuart Phillip. Phillip still with the ball, tries to beat his man, passes it to his right back. Right back gets the man just about the center of the field, still moving down with the hit, still in space, tries a good pass indeed, and gives it to Dijon. Now it's Lawrence. Lawrence tries to get it there to number 9, which is Javid George, trying a combination, but it failed on that occasion.
A matter of fact, the defender, the ball came over the defender legs, Carter. A matter of fact, the defender had no idea, and the ball goes into touch for a corner kick. So another corner kick for the Southeast team.
So I make it just about 41 minutes of play. Southeast in total control. And we heard the Prince talking about the top teams. Harlem 9, Buffet State 4, Wayne George Academy lower ranked but scored 7, and some of the big teams putting their name on the score sheet and will advance to the round of 16. Remember, it's the President's Cup and it's the round of 32. You lose and you go home. Just about 4 minutes into regulation time. Colihaut with the ball takes a shot, but it's really over ambitious, way outside of the 18-yard box, and the goalkeeper challenger having no difficulty whatsoever. Lawrence with the ball gives a nice clinical pass, but he loses the ball. Javid George has the ball, moving around, passes it to his right wing, moving, gets a good, tries to play it there, but intercepted nicely by the defender, reading the play quite well, and Colihaut with the ball now, making an attack. Intercepted beautifully there by Philip, reading the play and coming in. He gives it there to Devon George. George takes a shot, but to no avail, not on target on this occasion.
Yes, he was trying to curl it. He realized that the goalkeeper was on the far side and he was trying to curl it around the goalkeeper, but a little too high, but the idea wasn't a bad idea at all, Carter.
I make it 43 minutes gone into the first half. I see Gabriel Caesar, the referee, has his eye on the watch. Just in front of us there, we have Vivian John Baptist, and doing a good job. They've committed themselves. A good work there by Colihaut. Could have given a straight pass there to number 7, Leslie Valdez, but he passed the ball directly there to a Southeast player. Tussle there for the ball over on the western side, under the bright lights here at Stock Farm. The Dominica Football Association training facility, it is called. And the conditions very good cooling conditions, unlike the sweltering heat we had on a couple times. There's a chance for a goal. Number 17, Adriel Lawrence, had the open goal, but to the credit of the goalkeeper, he closed the angle and forced Lawrence to try to go to the far post, and he failed.
At Carter, I thought Lawrence was looking to find somebody because he didn't make an attempt at goal at all. I thought he was looking to find somebody coming in, and there was nobody in line.
So dying moments of the first half. As here goes the whistle, the referee whistle blows. It's half-time here at Stock Farm, and a dominating performance by Sagico Surface. We see the manager of Sagico, Miss Cheryl Rule, there her presence been felt, screaming and shouting. And at the half, the goals from Javid George. He scored 2, 1 in the 6th minute, 1 in the 9th minute. Adriel Lawrence scored a 3rd one, and at the half, Sagico Southeast 3 and Colihaut 0. Dominating performance by Sagico Southeast.
Definitely dominating performance, and they're moving the ball around the field, and they're moving very pretty in terms of that. But as you realize, a lesser opponent, Carter, is the Colihaut team. But apart from that, you could see the Southeast moving the ball and doing a pretty good job by moving the ball and getting the goals they needed.
Well, that's important. The goals at the back of the net, all important, and they will want to advance, and it will augur well for the league, for the President's Cup, if Sagico Southeast, Harlem, well, we haven't got Dubla for sure, 3 big names, and I'm sad to say that there will be
Baffert
State still in the mix. Sad to say, no Kensbro down below, and certainly we'll have a lot of work to do to get back on top.
Well, Carter Kensbro have been down for a very long time, and Carter, but they celebrated some anniversary. No, I know they have a big anniversary going on, Carter, so that's very good. The name Kensbro there, but the players of Kensbro not there.
So that's it at halftime. Sagico Southeast 3, and the Colihaut team yet to score 3-0 here at the Dominica Football Association Training Center at Stock Farm. So until we are ready to bring you live commentary in the second half, bye for now.
Welcome back to the facility in Stock Farm. We can tell you we're just about to witness the second half of play between Sagico Surface and Colihaut FC. The score we can tell you is 3-0 in favor of the Surface team. And we're about to give you the second half of that match, and a very interesting first half where Surface dominated. But we expect a much better performance by Colihaut in the second half. As I say, welcome back to you, Carter, on the broadcast team.
Well, thank you very much, Delvin. We're going to see the commencement of the second half. Brilliant lights there, the ground in tip-top shape. No complaints about bad bunks or anything. The lines well marked out. The fence high that the ball can't go over it. And a good crowd on hand watching this game. A dominant performance by the Sagico Surface. And with me is Alicia's Prince. He hails from the southeast area. Some contention of whether it should be a Grandford team or a Southeast team, but we won't engage in that. Who we have here registered in the President's Cup is the Sagico Southeast, and they have had a dominant performance in the first half. Alicia's.
Yes, I must say it was very dominant by the guys in the orange and black jersey. They came out, they got the job done within 20-25 minutes, and I know their coach should be feeling very relieved. They should be feeling very relaxed and pleased with the team's performance so far. I know that they are going to look to try to score more goals in the second half, and I just feel like the Colihaut team should look to gain some confidence, don't feel too much down and out, and try to string some passes, try to pull something through, so that they can at least score 1 or 2 goals in that second 45.
Well, an inexperienced Colihaut team coming up against a Sagico Southeast team full of experienced players. There is Javid George, there is Stuart Phillip, Jocelyn Prince, and a few other names, and they have been in the business for a good while. But the whistle blows. Take a note of the time. Make it 3 minutes past 8 o'clock. So 45 minutes to go in that encounter.
And immediately the Colihaut team tried to get on the front foot with an attempt going forward, but it didn't work out. And we have Javid in possession, who plays Ile, and he squares for Aaron, and it's just a team finish. He just passes it into the net, and it's 4-0 to the Sagico Southeast team. Goal scored by Aaron Prince. It was very easy, Carter. Very, very easy.
Yes, a quick build-up in the very first minute of the second half. Sagico move up by 1. The score now 4 to Southeast, 0 to Colihaut, and a quick start and a quick goal there by Sagico Southeast.
The coach for the Sagico Southeast team will be making changes and just giving some of his players some minutes, some of his players some rest, seeing that they have secured that victory to the next round.
So Southeast will be looking to add. They remember that Harlem inflicted 9 love on Fokole. They would want to be in the big figures also. So Southeast 4, Colihaut 0. And
looking to be on the attack, but that pass wasn't played in well to the winger for the Southeast team.
So the Colihaut team trying to make an advance there through their number 5, Dickwan Langley. Number of names there: Kim Sebastian, Desmond Esprit, goalkeeper. Ball still in the territory. The Colihaut in the Southeast territory. Kicked across there over on the eastern side of the ground. A long ball finds his man making a run at the edge of the 18-yard box, hangs it back, still with still with Southeast. Small tangling up there, and it's cleared away, but intercepted nicely by Philip, who attempts a shot but not making proper contact there, Alicious.
He just couldn't find his feet because he rushed that shot a bit. He just had to take another touch, put up his head, and then pull the trigger, but he was a bit quick. Maybe his eyes were wide open as he saw the goal. His head swelled a bit, you know.
But it was a good piece of interception. He read the play well. The pass was made. He intercepted well. And maybe anxiety got the better of him and he decided, well, let me take a shot at it.
Yes. And we have Ted there trying to get that ball under control, but he missed it. And we have Colihaut in possession. And a ball was attempted to play over the top, but we have the well-positioned, well-stationed Kevin Lawrence clearing that ball for a throw into the Colihaut FC team. Colihaut in possession and he takes a shot, but it is catching practice to the goalkeeper Dante Challenger. And that was a nice goal. Did it cross the line? Did it cross the line? Yes, it did. That was a very good goal by the Colihaut team. It was a nice shot. It was a somewhat snapshot, and it caught the keeper off guard, who was struggling and backpedaling, but he couldn't save that ball. And it's a shame to see that beat him, and it went and crossed the line. And that was a good goal by the Colihaut team. Like I said, they just needed to gain some confidence, even if they don't win the match, but at least get on the score sheet. And that's exactly what they did. We have Davon George on the right looking to beat his man, but it was well intercepted. South is back in possession. Ted George plays forward to Adriel Lawrence, who is proving to be a menace in that number 10 position. He plays down to Kazim Charles, who has two defenders sticking on him, and he's just shadowing that ball. And it's an attempted tackle and a free kick to the Southeast team. It was an illegal challenge.
Tremendous shot taken there. Looked like number 7, Leslie Valdez, and he really had the goalkeeper.
Javid Judd takes it. Colihaut gets it cleared, and they are looking to build from defense to attack, but another fill attempt there, and it was a lovely challenge, and it was really answered by the number 19 Shem Abraham with a brutal tackle there, winning his team a throw-in. And the Southeast team looking to build from back. Dante Challenger plays down to Kevin Lawrence, who is on the left of midfield, pushing his team forward and pushing himself forward. And they lose out in possession, and Colihaut have the ball on the right, going down. Pass is cut out. Aaron Prince being hustled and hassled by the midfield from Colihaut, and has done well. Adriel Lawrence again on the right flank there. Passes to Aaron, look to place 1-2, it comes out good. On top the 18 we have Sheme Brian. Finds Javid and it's to Davon George. And it was a very tame effort. Everyone was looking for that net to be shaking and nothing came out from that shot by the number 10 for the Southeast team.
Well, the goalkeeper was well positioned. Ball was struck straight to him. It was firm, not powerful, but firm. And he was well positioned. And the ball came straight to him and he handled it quite well.
The goalkeeper for the Colihaut team has done very well. He made a lot of saves, although he has conceded. And we have the Colihaut striker through on goal. 1-on-1 and it hits the post. It was a nice effort, but it was an even better save by Dante Challenger, 1-on-1. And that was very good by the Colihaut team.
Yes, indeed. They brought the crowd to life. It was almost a second goal there. Number 5, Dickwan Langley, getting the ball away from the goalkeeper and the ball hitting the post and coming back into play. So a lucky escape there for the Southeast team. Unfortunate for Colihaut.
I just feel like Colihaut are thinking they are out of this fixture. They have lost this game and they are just playing for fun, and it is proving to be very, very, very good at the moment for them because they are getting opportunities, they are taking shots, and they are forcing the keeper into saves. Brilliant saves, actually. And Colihaut in attack, the number 11 there on the left. Looking to take on Yannick George. And South is there from defense to attack. And it was brilliantly defended and Colihaut in possession. For the past 5 minutes, this Colihaut team have been playing really well. They are more determined, they are more challenging, they are really looking to go forward, and they gave away that free kick, but they will be back pressuring that Southeast defense. Kazim Charles plays a direct ball to Javid George on the left, looking to cut in on the right. He tries to play 1-2 with Adriel Lawrence, but the ball is gone out for a goal kick.
Well, news reaching us, Alicious, is that Glanvilla, they have won their match over at Benjamin Park against North Side by 1-0. So Glanvilla going into the round of 16. 1-0 over at Benjamin Park. And earlier we saw a game here played earlier where we had a number of goals scored. I think it was how many? Five goals. 4-1 the earlier by RC Doctors. RC Doctors getting 4 goals and really dominated proceedings earlier this afternoon, I should say. It's in the evening. We have a small lull in play as we not too sure as to what has happened, but I can tell you we are in the 12th minute of play and we saw 2 goals, one in the first minute of the second half and 5th minute of the second half. So each side scoring a goal. Aaron Prince getting another goal for Southeast and Leslie Valdez getting the lone goal for Colihaut.
And Colihaut should feel a bit confident. If you take out the first half, then the game is 1-1 in the second, and I feel like they should just be a bit more patient on the ball and keep believing that they can get another goal, just to boost their confidence, just to gain some experience and just to enjoy themselves mainly. We can see the Southeast goalkeeper getting some medical attention, maybe on his finger. Must have gotten that knock while making a save or while attempting to catch a ball or something. And please resume. Colihaut in possession.
So, the ball comes out, the goalkeeper, a chance there for Southeast, kicks the ball straight onto the defender there for Colihaut, and a good piece of defending, but that should have been a goal, but it isn't, and the score remains 4-1 in favor of Sagico Southeast. Earlier it was RC Doctors who won their match against the Police 1-0. So it was yesterday that Buffalo State scored 4 goals and won their match 4-1. But in the earlier match, RC Doctors from Riviera Zurich, they won against the Police 1-0. But a build up there by Southeast, takes a powerful shot, but just a meter or so above the crossbar.
And Javid George is looking to get that hat trick. He's hungry for that hat trick. Maybe just a bit too optimistic with that shot. He just need to calm down his nerves and take his time. Maybe that hat trick will come without that force or that fight.
So not too sure, maybe a substitution been made there. We are in the 15th minute of play in the second half, and Southeast making a substitute there. We'll just get you know, Alicia's very familiar with the Southeast player. The player going down there is
Aaron Prince, number 8. And we have Lijuan Leslie, one of the signings of the Sagico Southeast. He played for the Mao FC a few seasons ago, and he signed for Southeast sometime last year.
So Aaron Prince was one of the goal scorers.
Yes.
So 2 from George, and 1 from Adriel Lawrence, and 1 from Aaron Prince.
Yes.
But Aaron Prince will take no further part in this match. As Javid George beats his man to the right, still with the ball, tries to go right, crosses, a chance, but the ball again, he scores. The first attempt rebounded, went back to the player there, got to it, slammed it into the goal, and Southeast go up. He seems he has come right from the defense and has registered a goal. Number 5 being Leslie. Is it Leslie Lijuan?
Lijuan Leslie. He has just came on the pitch, and that was his first touch actually. Well, the first touch was saved, but the second touch was in the back of the net. So it's always a nice feeling to see you just come on and everything going as planned. You score your goal. That should give him a bit of confidence moving forward into this match. Lijuan plays to Shem Abraham on the right, who's looking to take on his man. He beats him. He stops the ball. He still is in possession, but his shot was blocked. He receives again. He attempted a through ball, but it was caught out, and it was cleared by the Colihaut defense. It was a huge rash challenge, and you could hear the crowd murmuring and screaming, shouting for a penalty, and the referee turned a blind eye, it seems. Should that have been a penalty, Carter?
Well, it's unbelievable that referee Gabriel Caesar chose to continue. But I am not one to really criticize officials too much, so I'll leave it at that. But everyone felt that the goalkeeper had done much too much in his effort to prevent the attacker.
Yes, yes. And maybe the referee was just thinking if he had to give that foul, then he would have to issue a red card or something, and that could have maybe changed the game. So he didn't want to be under that type of pressure.
Well, whatever it wasn't called, and we just saw a shot taken by George straight to the goalkeeper, who guarded quite cleanly. Seems to have the art of goalkeeping, but there are certain shots you just can't prevent from going to the net. But he looks like he knows what he's about between the uprights.
That is very, very true.
Grand 4, mounting on another attack, passes it right across there to the right wing. Number 19 takes a shot, hits the defender, still and kicks, misses. Colihaut not in cool and composed right now. They're down by 5 goals to 1. Has a good pass there, finds number 19. Number 19.
Shem Abraham in possession. He crosses. He tries to find that one, George. And the keeper is well stationed and he just receives the ball. I can see that the Southeast team also made a change on the left. It looks as though that Adriel Lawrence was taken off, and we have Rai Phillip, the number 7, in possession at the moment and looking to go down the left, but his pass was way too soft, and the Colihaut defense seemed to be very mean at the moment. Not looking to give away any more goals. And they're in possession going forward.
So Shem Abraham passes it around. Still with Abraham. Abraham there on the right side as the defender. He passes it. A good pass. Player still, South is still with it. Making an advance, moving forward. And a shot taken, and the goalkeeper will handle this one quite easily, Desmond Esprit. So all Southeast so far. As they call you now with the ball. Referee whistle blows for foul against the Southeast team. 5 goals to 1 Esprit. So it has really been a goal feast in this President's Cup.
And Carter, it could have been 5-2, it could have been 7-2, it could have been 7-1, but I thought that the Colihaut team there scored a good goal, and maybe could get an opportunity and maybe to score a second one. A good piece of goalkeeping by the goalkeeper for the Southeast team.
A lot of shots aimed at goal, hitting the defenders. Colihaut with the ball over on the far side. A long ball headed away there by number 26. Number 26, Kevin Lawrence. And the ball goes into touch. And a sub been made. We see the assistant referee number 1 signaling for another sub. It still looks like more subs for Southeast.
Oh yes, Carter. And Carter, there's a very close call there earlier on for the Southeast team. I think the goalkeeper, they bring down the guy in the box, and all the fans and maybe everybody and that know football figure out that the goalkeeper did not play the ball and played the man, and he should have been given a penalty. But as you said, the referee is in control, but that is something that will be very questionable. It doesn't matter who the team is playing against, but this type of call is supposed to be very simple calls in terms of refereeing.
So we see 2 substitutions made again by Southeast. Number 4 was just coming with young, strong legs. Passes it to Abraham. Abraham gives it there to George. George hangs it back. And a ball into the goal once again. Number 6 there. Good rapid pace. The player who had just come on there, the Mario challenger, moving up with the ball quickly, passed it there to George. George crossed it, and a splendid finish there, and the goalkeeper seems to be hurt. But goal number 6.
And Carter, the goalkeeper was nowhere close to the ball, Carter, when that ball was passed across the goal. And the goalkeeper maybe losing his footing, Carter, in the end. And an easy tap in by the player there. So 6 up for the Southeast team.
So I was trying to get the number of the player. It looks like number 17, Israel Lawrence, still on the field. Number 17, the one by the, what number is that? Number 10. So it's actually number 10. Davon George, the goal scorer of the 6th goal.
And Davon George scoring goal number 6 for the Southeast. So we can tell you Southeast 6, Colihaut 1. Colihaut very fortunate to get a goal in that encounter against a Premier League team. So that's very good for the Colihaut team, scoring 1. But they're down by 6. And it could be much more to come for the Colihaut team. So they have to hold their efforts together and just play it cool, because they're ready in control. So 6 goals to 1 in favor of the Southeast team. And we have a lot of time to play, Carter, in the second half. How many minutes gone, Carter, in the second half?
I think just about, 24 minutes, 25 minutes gone.
So there's a lot of football to play in the second half, and Southeast already 6 up. Ball pass across there to number 5 for the Southeast. The ball is moving that ball very nicely across to the defender. They're moving the ball back to the defense, bringing out the Colihaut players, trying to get them out of the comfort zone. Nice pass across to number 5, and making a number of substitutions. The captain in control there for Southeast. Nice pass across to his left back. Let's see who we find. You find number 5 in the middle of the field. Bouncing the ball very nicely. Number 11 for the Southeast team. Let's see if he's trying to find number 19 on the far side. Southeast making another raid. There's opportunity for the Southeast. Lob it across. Opportunity. Nice bit of control. Hits, and the ball goes just wide of the cross.
So this young player has come out, the Mario Challenger. His first run ended up with a goal. He ran down with the ball, coming up from the midfield, gave it to George. George passed it across to Davon George, and George slotted it into the net, and that was goal number 6. So Javid George has scored 2, Israel Lawrence 1, Aaron Prince 1.
And a goal! Number 7. Ile finding the back of the net. Davon George taking a long shot out of the box. Goalkeeper stranded, and the ball in the back of the net. So service in favor of Southeast. And the Colihaut team really put under a lot of pressure tonight. They're playing against a Premier League team, and they're really under tremendous pressure there tonight at the Stockton facility. Colihaut won. Very fortunate scoring 1 goal, so that's very good for them. But they're down 7. Southeast in control on the far side. Bounce the ball very nicely.
Ball with Southeast. Knocking the ball around. Gives it there to Abraham. Abraham will, he has Challenger with him. Defender is coming, he gives it to Challenger. Mario Challenger on this occasion. There is Dante Challenger in goal. But I can tell you the young legs of Mario Challenger has certainly sped up things here for Southeast. He's moving all around. Fresh legs, that's what it can do. Fresh, young legs, Delvin. Not like yours.
Not at all, Carter. And far from that. Carter, it's about young legs, guys that can really run the field, Carter. In my days, Carter, but not now. So young legs, and I've just built a kind of momentum in the middle of the field in terms of their midfield of the Southeast.
Yeah, he has created more pressure to a tiring Colihaut team when you can bring in young players, fresh legs on a tiring squad. It really makes a difference, and they may, in the next 20 or so minutes, they may well suffer many more goals. They may get 10 or thereabout, but they are on the attack. Colihaut on the attack, robbed of the ball, and George with it. He has scored 2 goals rapidly. Devon George, one in the 24th minute, one in the 26th minute, and he has really just set things ablaze here at the Dominica Football Association Technical Center here at Stock Farm, under the lights, in front of a colorful and appreciative crowd here at Stock Farm.
Oh yes, Carter, and as you know, that is the President Cup, and Carter, there's a number of tougher matches to come, going down into the quarterfinals and the semi-finals of that competition.
Ball sent back to the goalkeeper. Dante Challenger still with it, gives it there to his captain. Captain will try to get Abraham. Shem Abraham tries to fake, but the number 5, Dequan Langley, doesn't fall for it, moving the ball around. The captain, number 26, Kevin Lawrence, a run on the right wing there by Abraham, right down onto the line, crosses it, the defender gets onto it, a shot taken, and the player looks quite disappointed. He felt that he should have had that one at the back of the net.
Oh yes, Carter, as a matter of fact, not too far, but it could be a better effort. And a save by the goalkeeper, Carter. A loose piece of goalkeeping there. Goalkeeper there passing the ball and giving a bad pass, and in the end, the surface applying the pressure, and the goalkeeper there making a save.
So it looks like it will be a corner kick over on the western end of the ground. 7-1. Southeast in complete control here against Colihaut Football Club. A good long ball, a chance there, but the defender got ahead onto it, luckily, because there was a Southeast player there lurking behind. And the corner kick taken quickly. Number 5 crosses. The ball goes right across there to number 7. So it is a throw into Colihaut. Over on the western side, over on the far side. We're doing the commentary from the eastern side. Can tell you some fantastic work done there by Dean Thomas, the Dean of Instructions, ensuring that everything runs smoothly. And there are 2 other soldiers. Marcus Emmanuel giving human service, always on hand. Marcus, captain of Dim Central one time. And a shot taken, a good powerful shot, but going to pass the right upright and not giving Esprit much work, any work at all on this occasion.
Yes, and Esprit making a number of saves tonight, so that's why the score is only 7, Carter.
There were
not Delvin Esprit, but Desmond.
Desmond Esprit. He looks quite good. I mean, they have been overpowered by a good side, a good Southeast side.
And our cameraman, Marcus Emmanuel and Delroy George. I know Delroy George to be a fast bowler that only can bowl 5 overs, and that's it for the day. But he's doing a pretty good job.
And he did some umpiring. Yes? Yes, for sure. Delroy George, one of the top umpires at one stage, but I haven't been seeing him lately. Ball there with Challenger, he gives it there to George. George looking for a call, none will come. Shem Abraham with the ball, passes it across just at the edge of the 18-yard box, and he's pushed down, and the whistle blows for a foul against the Colihaut.
And Colihaut, you can see some tired players really not keeping their foot in. There's actually pushing the player there and giving a corner kick, a free kick in the most dangerous spot there for Colihaut. They're already down 7. They do not want to go down 8. And the opportunity there for Southeast to maybe add another one. And
so 7-2 the score. Just
7-1.
About 7-1. There was one which hit the post, almost went in. They look good at certain stages of the game, but only one goal to show for it. But it will be Southeast to take a free kick. Let's see what happens there. Look like Abraham will take a curler and the goalkeeper makes a mess of it on this occasion. And the goal scored there. It looks like Abraham scoring there. So that is goal number 8. Goal number 8. Shem Abraham getting his
Turkwan Abraham
Turkwan.
having just came on the pitch, getting his goal for Southeast, the number 8 goal. Turkwan Abraham, yes.
Just about the 45th minute of play. Goals coming in about the 34th minute. Turkwan Abraham, so most of the players getting on the score sheet. And Alicious, the Southeast, they have really stamped their presence here on the Colihaut team. They have really emphatically outplayed them, and the score line reflects that.
Yes, you could just see the experience of the Southeast team. You could see the determination. You could see the zeal and the fight in those players, and they just topped it off with 8 goals and even looking to find more. We have Ile on the left, who plays back to Rai Philip, who touches Ted George, switches to Shem Abraham, who has had a very good game, I must say, with his trickeries and his dribbling and his crosses in the box. We have Lijuan Leslie, the number 5. Played back to Shem Abraham, who touches Ted on top of the 18, who looks to strike, who strikes, but has sailed that ball wide. It was a team effort at the end with his weaker left foot. Do you feel like the Colihaut team should be feeling depressed or hurting in any ways, Mr. Carter?
Well, it seems to me that the fitness level, you can see that the Southeast team, they are better prepared, I should say, and Colihaut, they haven't been really in the football scene for that long, and it reflects because a 90-minute game, if you're not fit, it will certainly, especially in the latter stages of a match, it will tell on you.
Couldn't have said it any better.
You can see the Southeast team like a well-drilled, well-oiled machine, just raid after raid, attack after attack. They know what they're about. They go about systematically and really posing threat upon threat to the Colihaut Football Club.
Yes, you can just see the depth in the Southeast squad. They have a lot of talented players, and they have a lot of youth who is gaining experience from the players who have been there and done it for quite a number of years, and this team is going to prove to be something very special in the nearest future.
And that is an important point because we saw quite a few substitutions by Southeast, but not so with Colihaut. Colihaut seem to be limited in their personnel.
Yes, and this also helped them to fall short. I must say the Colihaut team had maybe just about 4 substitutions, and we have the Southeast team with a whole other squad on the bench, and that really proved pivotal for them today. We have Chris playing that ball over the top to Rio Challenger, who goes down to Shem Abraham. Will he give one of his trademark crosses? No. He decided to pull the trigger, and that ball was high and wide. You could put a goal on top of that goal, and it still wouldn't have scored.
Well, he had extreme power on that. That was a fierce shot, and I can tell you that goalkeeper Desmond Esprit was very happy to see that one way over the bar, because that one had extreme power. There was some venom in that one, Alicious.
Shem Abraham just looking to get on the score sheet, and he really pulled the trigger right there. He really went for something special. And the ball seemed to have been played directly to him. He dribbles again. He finds Davon, who looks for Rio, and that was a very weak effort there by the Southeast midfielder.
So just about 7 minutes to go to the final whistle. A dominant performance by Sagico Southeast.
A very commanding victory. Shem plays down to the right flank, and Ile receives and he crosses, and it was a tap-in for Javid George, and that was his hat-trick. You could see his hands in his head, and he knew that was a glorious opportunity to have gotten goal number 3, but he rushed the shot and he played it over the bar.
Oh my God, that one was one of the easiest goals. Just about the 6-yard box, all by himself. Just an easy tap in, and he hit the ball way over the bar. And you could see the disappointment with George, because that would have earned him a hat trick.
And the pressure is very relentless, I must say, by the guys in the orange and black jerseys. They are looking to add to that goal tally. We have Rio in possession inside of the box. Was pondering a shot but chose not to, and he plays to Shem, and Shem with another effort sailing over the bar. Trying to get that goal, forcing to get that goal, fighting to get that goal, and nothing is happening for him at the moment.
Concentrating on power but no accuracy there by Shem Abraham. A right powerful shot over the bar, a left powerful shot over the bar, and really sacrificing power there for accuracy. So at last we see a substitution made in the dying moments. Colihaut bringing in a fresh leg. I think it's much too late, but they must be trying something. They have to look towards the future. Ball pass there, but no follow-up by the Southeast player, and the goalkeeper has gone down. It's unbelievable. I can't explain if he got cramped. Yes, it looks like cramps, because the ball wasn't, no Southeast player was attacking the ball. They pushed the ball. 2 defenders had the ball, and then we saw the goalkeeper going down. The crowd amused by it, but it's no fun when you get a cramp, I can tell you, Alicious, and you can see him getting some attention presently.
The goalkeeper is just feeling a bit lethargic at the moment. He's a bit winded. You know, he made so many saves. He had to be chasing that ball so many times, and he just pulled his hamstring.
It's a pull muscle. You can see it's a pull muscle for sure from our distance, but you can see the sort of treatment that the physio is giving there. It's a female physio, and getting him some stretches. And I guess they need the stretcher rather than stretches. So 8-1. Sagico Southeast taking us, all the players getting a breather as we come to the dying moments. I have it at about 42 minutes gone. That will cause the referee to have a few minutes of stoppage time. Esprit looks to be okay. I can assure you it's not Delvin Esprit. He's right there in the with us doing commentaries. It's Desmond Esprit. I do not know what's the relation, but certainly the Esprits doesn't. They seem to be lacking the fitness, and a big cricket game coming up. And Shem with the ball once again gives it there to Damario Jarimario Challenger, shoots and scores. So Damario Challenger gets onto the score sheet, puts another one at the back of the net. 9 goals now by Sagico Southeast, and the young player whom we saw as soon as he came on, energized, ran the ball and rewarded with a goal.
So that just sums up the team's performance today, that Southeast FC really played well. They came out there, they dominated, they scored 9 goals. And we have a few minutes to go. You never know, they can score goal number 10, Mr. Kader. And they will be trying to see if they can reach to that double digits. And they are going to push for that goal as soon as the ball.
And the goalkeeper, Esprit, is struggling out there. The referee has to go and attend to him. The physio is running onto the field. I think that has brought some entertainment to the crowd, but I can tell you it's no joy out there for Desmond Esprit, feeling the brunt of that pull muscle.
And done by 9.
9 goals to 1, Sagico Southeast. They gather along the center line. They will be quite pleased with their effort. Alicious.
Yes, the Sagico Southeast team has played really well, and they are happy, all smiles. Perfect day at the office. A lot of guys scoring their first goals for the team. Some of them, they didn't get on the score sheet, but they had a brilliant game. They were good on the ball. They were precise, and the performance was very good for the boys today.
So 9 goals. As we have a lull in the play, maybe we can run through it. Javid George in the 6th minute. The 9th minute, Javid George also. Adriel Lawrence in the 22nd minute, put in the 3rd. And then they went to halftime at 3-0 in the 1st minute of the second half. Aaron Prince got 1. And then Leslie Valdez pulled 1 back for Colihaut in the 5th minute of second half. Then we had Leslie Lejeune getting 1, Davin George getting 2, Dequan Abraham getting 1, and the final goal scored by the Mario Challenger in the 44th minute. So 9 goals to 1. A real trouncing of Colihaut by the Sagico Southeast. So come to the dying moments. I make it where maybe just a bit of stoppage time as the referee whistle blows, taken there quickly a free kick. Not too happy with the ball was still moving, and the referee Gabriel Caesar, the captain, number 26 on his back, Kevin Lawrence, maybe wanting to put his name on the score sheet, but I can tell you it's almost the end of the game. It's almost full time, and a slight hold up. I don't think it will be too long after this kick. Passes it to Shem Abraham. They want to get Shem Abraham a goal. The captain, number 26, takes a shot. It comes off the defender, and the referee whistle goes. It's full time here at the Dominica Football Association Technical Center at Stock Farm. Full time here. Sagico Southeast 9 and the Colihaut Football Club 1. 9-1. It finishes here.
Yes, Carter, a tremendous performance there by the Southeast as they dominated from start to finish. As you know, the Southeast team is a premier team, and they run up last year, Carter, in the Premier League. Jubla won that league, and Jubla won last night, and now Southeast going through. So the big teams, Carter, going through Harlem. Then last night you had Jubla. Then you had Baffert State. Now you have in Southeast. So the premier teams dominating the first division teams in that competition.
Well, it will be good when we get to the round of 16, then the round of 8, and then we're going right down into the nitty-gritty, the real part of the game. But of the competition, the President's Cup, I should tell you. Just to repeat, the goal scorers, Javi George scored 2, Davon George scored 2, then you had Aaron Prince 1, there was Leslie Lejeune 1, One Abraham 1, and Damario Challenger 1. 9 goals they scored. The Sagico Southwest. Real dominant performance here. And as we move on to the President's Cup, it will be interesting because as you quite mentioned, some of the top teams they have advanced. We have Baffert State, we have Harlem, we have Sagico Southwest, Mahu Super Strikers in the mix. So it all goes well for the advancement of the President's Cup. And not too long from now, we will be having the Premier League commencing.
Yes, because after the round, so the next round can get the round of substance, there will be a break. And then the Premier League will start. So a lot of football coming up, Carter. But next weekend, the match will continue. Carter, and we have the lineup for the matches next weekend.
Try our best to bring it to you. I can tell you what I tell you, that RC Doctors, they won over the Police by 1 goal to 0 earlier.
So absolutely, I love the system.
And over at Benjamin Park, and Villiers defeated Northside by 1 goal to 0.
So that means they can play in absolute as a win Georgia Academy, and that's those two teams that have represented.
Yes.
So they hope that they can get the Georgia to maybe move for the competition.
Indeed. So there you have it. 9 goals to 1 ends there with Sagico Southwest dominating. And we were very happy to bring to you a and Andy Carter. We tried our best to bring it to you as best as we could. We had Delroy George, Marcus Emmanuel, and Dean Thomas, the Dean of Construction, doing some fabulous work for us. And it's all good. And as we say, goodbye from South Farm. Thank you for listening.